That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 1-year anniversary, the birthday, if you will, of the J Today program. ...143 episodes of the show, if I'm counting correctly. That seems like a lot. I guess it is a lot. And, I do a lot of things. I write blog posts, and I write books, and I do another podcast called Social Pros, and I give speeches all over the world. In fact, I'm in Chicago here today. But of all the things that I do all over the world, the thing that gets the most comments from people, the one that people always talk to me about, is this show, is J Today, where I give you a piece of my mind 3 minutes at a time. And so 1 year into this project, I have learned 4 things. And there's one thing I definitely have not learned yet that I need your help with. So I have learned that short form really works. One of the reasons why I think people like these videos is that they're short, right? It's a piece of my mind 3 minutes at a time, not a piece of my mind 27 minutes at a time. I'd like to get these even shorter if I can. I'm going to work on that. And you see the trend going shorter and shorter and shorter. Certainly the power of short form video. When I started doing this a year ago, hardly anybody was doing it. Lots of people are doing short form video now, which is super cool. Really delighted that this program is a finalist for a Content Marketing Award for Best Short Form Video. But all the things that we're seeing in social media and content marketing are converging to make short video a real effective communication mechanism, not just for individuals like me, but for companies big and small. I also have discovered the power of sort of taking one piece of content and putting it everywhere, right? So this show, the J Today show, you can get it on iTunes, both as an audio show and as a video show. You can get it on YouTube, of course. You can get it on Facebook. You can get it on our blog, Convince and Convert. We also then transcribe these episodes and put many of them on Medium, on LinkedIn, and also on our own blog. So each of these J Today episodes can create as many as 7, 8, 9 pieces of content, which has been a great lesson for me and something that we now incorporate in a lot of our recommendations for clients at Convince and Convert. And as we sort of move to what Mark Schaefer and I are calling the spineless version of content marketing, where you don't have a home base the way you used to, but your communication lives in a bunch of different places. This kind of program where you take one piece of content and replicate it in different forms and fashions in a lot of different places, I think is going to become more and more of the norm. So I've certainly learned that lesson. I have also learned, lastly, that it is interesting how much multimedia resonates with people now. So it used to be when I only had a blog, people would talk to me a lot about the blog, but now that I do this show and another podcast and things like that, that's what people always comment on, as I mentioned, right? It's the multimedia format, it's the audio part, I think even more so than the video. It's speaking into your head, resonates with people in a way that writing simply does not, and I find that to be fascinating. Here's the thing that I have not learned, though, in the 1 year, 143 episode history of the show, which is what you want me to talk about. If I guessed each episode whether that episode would be a success or would get a lot of comments or shares or views, I would be wrong almost every time. I really still don't quite have it figured out, and maybe that's just a problem for me. Sometimes when I rant and go on sort of a rampage and upset about something and talk about something that's disappointed me in a customer service context or something along those lines, many people say, "Oh, I love it when you rant, Jay, that's fantastic." And then other people will say, "Oh, I hate it when you rant, how come you're so angry all the time?" It is really tricky when you're interested in a lot of things to figure out what I should be talking about here on this show. So that is my challenge for you here today. As we enter year 2 of the J Today show and thinking about what we're going to do next with this kind of format, I would love to know what you believe I should be talking about in a format like this. Would love to hear your comments on Facebook or YouTube or beyond, or send me an email. Would really, really genuinely like to get your feedback at this kind of inflection point. Because this is the special anniversary episode, I just want to take a second to say thank you so much to Sprout Social, who's underwritten this project from the very beginning. Love those guys. They're actually in Chicago, where I am today. Terrific social media management console, which I use every day for my social media. Could literally not do this project without Candidio. They're in Indianapolis, an unbelievable, easy-to-use online video editing and production company. I just make these on my iPhone, upload them to Candidio, and they do all the rest. And also just a special thank you to key members of my team. Jess Ostroff and her folks at Don't Panic Management, who do a lot of the post-production and distribution on Jay Today, and Lisa Loeffler, who's our community manager and events manager at Convince and Convert, who does a lot of the posting of these episodes and also does all the repurposing, putting them on Medium and LinkedIn and things like that. This project would not even be anywhere without those two wonderful women. So thanks to everybody for watching and for tolerating me for 143 episodes and 1 year. Can't wait to hear what you think in the comments. Happy birthday to Jay Today, and thanks so much for your support.